Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Atira Morini Putri and my official number is A1M223040. In this opportunity, I would like to present my draft proposal entitled Analysis of Speaking Challenge in Microteaching Class from Linguistic Perspective. Okay, so let's get straight to the background of the research. Next slide, please. So this research begin with the gap between expectation and reality of the third year English language students in microteaching class. The student who should already be able to speak English very well, especially in teaching English as foreign language or ELT, actually experience difficulties in explaining the material in English. Students who are being prepared to become future English teacher in reality still cannot speak English well, so they do code switching but with dominance of Indonesian language as their mother tongue. Okay, we move to the research question. So I only have one research question. What are the form of English speaking difficulties from a linguistic perspective that lead to unbalanced code switching during the microteaching class? Next, we move to the research objective. The research objective is to identify the linguistic difficulties causing students to engage in unbalanced code switching. Next slide, we move to the significance of the study. So, theoretically, this research contributes to the development of knowledge in the field of English language teaching as foreign language or ELT, especially in the context of microteaching class. Next, for the practical significance for the English language education study program, finding can serve as a basis for curriculum review and development. And for lecture, this research provide insight into the specific barrier faced by students. And for students, this research aims to increase student self-awareness regarding their speaking challenge. By understanding the root cause their hesitation and language switching, students can develop strategy to improve their language ability. Okay, next slide please. We move to the scope of the study. So the scope of the study is to examine speaking challenge, especially characterized by the phenomenon of unbalanced code switching. The research highlight the dominant use of the Indonesian language over English as second language when students are required to explain instructional materials in real time. This research limited to macro-teaching simulation of the 2023 class of English education students at Haluoleo University. And next, we move to the theoretical framework. So, the main theory I use in this research is Brown 2001 component of speaking ability. According to Brown, speaking ability at least have several components. It is vocabulary mastery, pronunciation, fluency, grammar, and comprehension. Next, we move to the chapter 3, research design. So, research design of this study is qualitative case study, and the data source is obtained through interview and documentation. The interview questionnaire was developed based on Brown 2001 theory of component of speaking ability. Next, technique of data collection. Data collection involves two primary techniques aligned with the variable. Semi-structured interview will be conducted individually with the participant in a quiet and comfortable setting to encourage open sharing. The entire interview process will be recorded, then converted into a transcript for further analysis. Next, the final micro-teaching practice video will be systematically reviewed using repeat viewing to identify instances of code switching to language one Indonesian and to note linguistic challenge as they occur in real time. Next, technique of data analysis. The raw data, interview transcript, and video transcript will be analyzed using the interactive model of qualitative data as conceptualized by Miles and Saldana 2014. This model systematically guides the researcher through 1. Data condensation. It is reducing raw data into manageable, meaningful unit by selecting, focusing, simplifying, and abstracting descriptive and relevant information related to linguistic challenge and code switching triggers. 2. Data display, organize, and assembling data in a format that allows easier interpretation. And the last one is conclusion drawing and verification, interpreting the display data to formulate findings that directly address the research question. Okay, that's all for me. From me, maybe we can move to the Q&A section. Do you have any question or suggestion? Maybe from Fikriansha.
Okay, Atira, thank you for this opportunity. Yes, I would like to give an question. So my question is, how do you ensure that the code switching you encounter is truly due to the speaking difficulties rather than habits or communication strategies?
Thank you, Fikriansha, for the question. Very good. So the answer is I will compare data from interview and micro teaching video. From the interview, I identify the reason why students use Indonesian, while from the video, I observe the actual operation of code switching as they explained the material. If patterns of Indonesian use in specific section related to difficulties with vocabulary, grammar, pronunciation, fluency, or comprehension, then this could indicate that the code switching is related to speaking difficulties, not only just a habit. Um, okay, we move to the next question, maybe from Yelita Pasaribu. Time is yours.
Okay, thank you. And my question is, how do you ensure that the code switching you encounter is truly due to speaking difficulties rather than habits or communication strategies? Okay, thank you.
Okay, please give me a few seconds to prepare my answer. Okay, Yelita. So thank you for the criticism. I agree that the term need clarification. Therefore, I will add an operational definition of what is unbalanced code switching means in the context of this research, including its characteristic and limitation to avoid misinterpretation. So I think that's all for me. Thank you for the question, suggestion, and criticism. See you again. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.